Another part of the marketing mix that we need to look at in National 5 Business is price. When we talk about price, we mean the strategy the business is going to use to decide how much customers are going to pay for their product. Now, it's really important here that we recognise that it's about strategy. So it's not that we're saying price is a number. We're not saying we're going to charge £5.99. What we're saying for price is it's a strategy, the idea that we're going to use to decide how much customers are going to pay. Now, there's only two we actually look at in National 5, which is high price and low price. However, I've thrown an extra two in this video just because I think they're quite straightforward. They're from the higher course, so there's a nice little bit of a stretch there. And it just gives you more to talk about if you're asked about these in an exam. So we're going to look at high price, low price, psychological pricing, and promotional pricing. When we talk about setting a high price, that's about being more expensive than your competition. And the idea is this gives customers the perception that your product is luxurious because it costs more. Now, it's really important to notice that we say it's more expensive than the competition because there isn't one high price across every product. It depends on the industry. So a high price for a coffee might be £4, whereas a high price for a laptop might be £2,000. They're both more expensive than their competition, and therefore they're both high price. So high price is being more expensive than your competition so that customers look at your product and think it's luxurious. The opposite of this is to have a low price, and this is to be less expensive than your competition. And again, there isn't one low price that you can charge. Instead, it depends on your industry. Coming back to my example previously, a low price for coffee might be £2, whereas a low price for a laptop might be £400. So as long as it's cheaper than the competition, that would suggest we're using a low price. And obviously, a low price is going to attract customers. They're going to see a product, notice that it's cheaper than the competition, and be interested in buying it because they get the same product whilst also saving a little bit of money. So a low price is being cheaper than the competition in the hope that that low price will attract customers. Now we're getting on to look at psychological pricing, which is actually from the higher course, but you can absolutely talk about it in National 5. And psychological pricing is just when we charge slightly below a round number. You'll have seen this quite a lot if you go shopping yourself. So for example, a product being £1.99 instead of £2, or you may see it in cars where they cost £5,995 instead of £6,000. And the idea behind that is that we're trying to fool customers into thinking it's a little bit cheaper than it is. So you may see a product as £1.99, you see the one and think, oh, it's only £1, but in reality, it's actually much closer to £2. So the idea is we're trying to make a product appear cheaper than it actually is by pricing it slightly below that full value with the hopes that it's going to attract customers. The last pricing strategy we're going to look at, again, one from the higher course, is promotional pricing. And this is the idea that we're going to charge a lower price than normal. We're going to discount it, particularly used for old products. So maybe if I'm a clothing store, I have a lot of stock lying around that's from last season and is maybe not in fashion anymore, or it's winter and these were summer clothes. So they're old stock and I would quite like to get rid of it. What I might do is reduce the price by 30-40%. So previously I was selling it for £30. I'm now going to put it on sale for £15-16. And the idea is hopefully customers will now be attracted to it because they'll see that it was £30, but it's now only 16. And so the idea is I can get rid of some old stock that's no longer in demand from customers. And again, that makes sure I'm getting some sales revenue from that old stock, as well as opens up some space that I can maybe use for my new stock. So 4 different pricing strategies we look at: high price, higher price in the competition for a luxurious good; low price, lower the price in the competition so that customers are attracted to it; psychological pricing, charging slightly below a round number so that customers think it's cheaper; and then promotional pricing is discounting old stock so that customers want to buy it.